I'm going to help you play more melodic solos every time you pick up your guitar with these 3 simple triad tricks. You do not want to miss this one. Have you ever thought to yourself, wow, my solos or lead lines suck, or you just feel like you're noodling through the scales with no direction? Noodling is a common problem with intermediate guitar players, and I'm going to help you solve it. What's the difference between the average noodling solo and a truly moving melodic solo? The answer is simple. It's chord tones. And how do you memorize those chord tones? Where do you find them? How do you see them all over the neck? The answer is triads. This short lesson will give you one simple melodic concept that you can use with your triads and scales to instantly improve your lead lines and sound more professional. Combine that with these 3 simple concepts, you'll level up your solo skills in a very short time. So grab your guitar and let's get into it. But before I jump into this lesson, make sure you grab the free PDF and the backing track that goes with this. That link will be below or above right here, right now. I want you to have the materials so that you can practice along and get the most out of this lesson. Plus, it's going to be really fun to jam over the backing track. Let's jump into it. So our first step, or trick if you want to call it that, is to just learn some basic triad shapes over 2 chords, all right? Just like I did in the intro, it went from A minor to G. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to learn 3 A minor triads in the same position so that we can map our pentatonic over it, and 3 G major triads in the same position so that we can do the exact same thing again, all right? This is a process that I go through every time I try to get a little bit more melodic with my lead line. So let's take a look at these diagrams. So the progression is just A minor to G. It's kind of like this little reggae jam band thing. Okay, so those are the chords, but we're not going to play them A minor to G like that. We're doing these with triads. So let's take a look at these triad shapes. So everything is out of our A minor chord in the E minor shape, okay? Okay, so what we're going to do is play pieces of these chords and see how they fit in to our pentatonic or minor scale in A minor. So our first one, A minor. We got to know these, all right? This is A minor with the 3rd in the bass, and you just bar it. So our next one is off string grouping 2, 3, and 4. And I just bar that index, and that's root position, so that's A, C, E. These are all lining up with our A minor pentatonic and our A minor scale. And we have one more. We're going to go, all right, just like this. So that's off of the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string. So we've got A minor, A minor, A minor. Those are the only ones we're going to deal with because it becomes information overload. We need to simplify these things. So our next one is going to be a G major triad, but out of the C shape, if you know your cage, all right? But what we're going to do is we're going to play it with triads, all right? So in the demonstration, I kind of showed you it down here off the 3rd fret bar like you normally would, but what I want is to keep it within from the 5th fret all the way up to maybe the 10th fret. So we're going to play a G major chord in the C major shape if you know your cage. If you don't, keep watching because I'm going to teach you this stuff over the next couple of months. All right, so we've got G in the D shape. That's 5th in the bass. G out of the C shape right here. Right? And this is a great little shape right here because you can do all these double stop things, okay? And then our next one is right there. So we've got, and then here. You can still do like a little double stop thing right there. So you got, and you got all kinds of cool things in there, right? And they sound good because they're based off of what? Chords or triads, right? So the first thing you're going to do is master these. There's an A minor in 3 spots. There's a G major in 3 spots, okay? So your first assignment is to play these over the backing track, just going bam, bam, bam. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you right now. So all we're doing is playing A minor 3 times over the A minor chord. And and then the G triads over the G major chord. You're going to do it twice through that cycle on each chord. Then to the G, to the A, then to the G, and that's it. So step 2 is to map out your A minor pentatonic or A natural minor scale over both areas of the neck where those triads fell. All right, so bear with me here because we have to know this stuff so that we can connect all the dots, and that's what this lesson's for. Right? So let's zoom in, make sure we know those scales, and then move on. So our A minor shape 1, you probably already know. All right, there's that. And then we've got shape 2, right, or pattern 2. All right, and that's pretty cool. And that allows you to kind of get up there and find those chord tones that are underneath your G major, right? So that's what we've got. Then you'll notice there's another couple scales in the PDF, all right? Make sure you download that. That link is down below in the description and up above. And we have the full natural minor scale that could be new for you. And then the next one up. Finally finishing on that A minor so you can hear how it resolves. So now you know you can play the A minor pentatonic scale in 2 spots over the top of these triads, and you can play the natural minor scale, which just gives you a little bit more of an exotic sound. Instead of a 5-note scale, you get the 7-note scale, which kind of bleeds into more tonality that you can use. So here's what you're going to do with these triads and these scales. So this is a simple trick to get some better phrasing and to kind of get you thinking more melodically. All you're going to do is use my 3-up, 2-back trick, all right? So you're going to grab a chord tone out of any of those A minor triads, right? And then you're going to use your scale and you're going to go up 3 notes. And then you're going to go back 2. So I'm grabbing the root of the A, and then I'm going to go up 3 notes, back to that root, back 2. Up 3, back 2 trick, all right? And you can do any rhythm you want, but first learn the one I'm giving you. So let's hear what that might sound like doing the root of A. So chord tone, up 3, back 2, right? And then chord tone of the G, I'm going to choose the G root, and then I'm going to go up 3 of the scale, pentatonic, and then back 2, right? Now I'm going to do that over this little loop, right? So check this out. It sounds nice because it's very melodic. You're playing chord tones, little pentatonic, and ending up on another chord tone, a 3-2 pattern using your pentatonic or natural minor scale. All right, so now if I do the G, back to A, G, so there's an example of how you can do it. What if we grab another chord tone, right? Let's say instead of the A and the G for the roots, let's grab the next one, in this case the E, which is just right out of this, and do the same exact thing. Check this out. And then off the G, we'll do the B right here, which kind of pushes you into the natural minor, because this B right here, which is the 3rd of G, it's not at all in the minor pentatonic, but it is part of the natural minor scale. But that's okay. That's why I gave you both. Instead of doing the A and the G, we're going to do the same principle off of the E and the B. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then back to 1 of the chord tone, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. All right, and we're back to a chord tone. So that works again off of that. And then off the G, so that works off of both of those. Guess what? You can do this principle off of any triad note and play your scale up 3 notes, back to that chord tone, then back 2. So I'll do it off the next one. Worked, right? What about off of the next note in the G triad? still works, all right? Some you might like better than others, and some will definitely feel better to you than others. So here's the deal. Step 1, learn the triads, simplify them. Just do 2 or 3 over a 2-chord progression. Step 2, make sure you know your pentatonic over it, and then make sure you understand where the scale fits over the top of those in 2 different spots. Don't go too far out, right? Because you got to keep it simple. 3, do the chord tone, 3 up, 2 back principle. I guarantee you it will work and it will make you feel more melodic and sound more melodic, all right? And then you kind of start to be able to play with that idea and add your own little pentatonic-y flair in between the chord tone principles. All right, so let's see what that sounds like over the top of the backing track. 2, 3, 4, chord tone, up 3, back 2. Chord tone. Sliding into these notes. Vibrato. Different chord tone of A. Different chord tone of G. Now, once you establish the chord tone, and you do it once, play some blues into the next chord tone. All right, so what did we cover today? We learned 3 little simple tricks. Learn your triad shapes just in a little short spot here, and you're just going to do 2 chords, all right? You can do this with any 2 chords. And then the next thing you're going to do, let me see what scales fit over the top of that and be visually aware and listening aware to see where the notes overlap with those triads. And then the next thing you want to do is try a simple melodic idea like I did. Chord tone, up 3 from the scale, back to that same chord tone, back 2, and let it chill. Do this until you start getting these chord tones in your head, and I promise you, you are going to start playing more melodically much sooner than if you just keep guessing at this. So if you don't know, my name's Brett Blakemore. I run Summit Guitar School online. I have an all-access pass program, and I have all kinds of students in there that are at the intermediate level that are trying to get to their next level. So make sure you get on that VIP waitlist. That link will be below. You're going to want to get the tab for this as well, all right? And just a little hint, I might be doing a boot camp soon, and it's going to be absolutely free. If you find this video helpful, I would love a subscribe and a like from you on this video. Leave me a comment down below, and I will see you in the next one.